Welcome to the lunch menu. It's our Sunday watch list of stocks that we're going to eat this week. I'm Marcel Benson, investor and entrepreneur. And look, before we jump into this video, I just need you guys to do me one big favor, okay? I'm on my mission to get to 1,000 subscribers. This is going to allow me to continue giving y'all this beautiful game for free, unobstructed, uninterrupted. But I can only do that if YouTube start paying me. So y'all got to go hit that subscribe button, all right? So first up on our list is Palantir, right? You guys hear me talk about Palantir a lot. Palantir might be on my watch list every day. I'm not going to lie. Palantir finally began to pull back last week. We saw it recover from its big jumps and gap ups from the earnings that it had, right? So Palantir has come down and it has a gap to fill right around here at 95.76, okay? So what I'm going to be looking for in the coming week is it to break and close somewhere below that level. If we can get a close below that level intraday, I'm going to start looking for put opportunities because this gap is huge. You know what I mean? And like we say, every stock got to go into orthodontist mode and start closing that gap. So right here, the gap starts at 85.36 and it's as wide as 95.76. So we can get any sort of close under that 95, right? Maybe we get a whole day that we spend under that. Say Monday closes under that. It would be safe to start looking for trades on Tuesday and seeing intraday if it wants to completely fill that gap, right? Maybe even some swing opportunities. This is a really, really good example of what goes up must come down and being able to play stocks in both directions, right? We banked on Palantir. Like I showed you guys my profits from Palantir to the upside doing calls. Now it's time to bring it back to size, bring it back to reality because the stock is a little expensive, right? So that's what I'm going to be looking at for Palantir. The next on the menu is Salesforce, ticker symbol CRM, right? CRM has earnings coming up in about 3 days, okay? There is a lot of rumors going around about CRM introducing something new during their earnings. A lot of people are predicting that they're also going to outperform their earnings. When you come and look at the charts, CRM is actually down 271 on Friday, 2.71% on Friday, but based on technicals, it looks like it's going to find support in a few dollars. It's trending down to the 200 EMA. So it's currently sitting at 309.80 and the EMA is sitting at about 300, which is already a psychological level. So what we may see is CRM come down to that $300 psychological level on Monday and then bounce and recover very, very hard either late Monday or on Tuesday. And then you may see a lot of people trying to get into it to play earnings as there may be some new news that comes out. There may be a new story that drops about the innovation that they are bringing to the industry that they're in. But this is something that I highly recommend. This is something I'm going to be really watching out for this week. CRM is a great company. They've always been a leader in their space. CRM, the ticker symbol, actually tells you exactly what it is that they do, customer relationship management, right? So they sell solutions to big organizations on how to better communicate with their customers. So CRM is something that I definitely want you guys to look out for. Let's get into the next one. All right, next and final is Shopify, right? Ticker symbol SHOP. Now, SHOP had a strong pullback along with the rest of the market last week. We saw a lot of stocks pulling back, causing the market to pull back as well. And, SHOP had very good earnings, very good performance, but it does have a gap that it's partially filled, right? So it partially filled a gap and then it went up and it made highs. But we're seeing here on the chart that it still has a little work to do to come and fill that whole gap. And guess where the gap fill lands? I speak this all the time, right? The gap fill actually lands at the 200 EMA on the daily, meaning that those are two confluences that you have for the direction of this stock. The 200 EMA is like a magnet that is always trying to pull the stock price back towards it. So when the stock price drops below the 200 EMA, the magnet tries to pull it up. when it goes above it, it tries to pull it down. And we can't always predict the time frame, but when you have other clues like a gap needing to be filled, that could be an indication that the gap fill is on its way. The 200 EMA magnetism, or it bringing it back, or reversion, is on its way, right? So I want you guys to really pay attention to that when you're looking at any other stock. So back to the chart at 98.95 is where the gap stopped filling on Shopify. So coming off of a very bearish day on Friday, which is the third consecutive bearish candle, it's the second confirmation, also engulfs a few days. It looks like it wants to continue coming down, right? So I believe that next week is a pretty bearish week, bringing Shopify back down to the 200. So what I would like to see is a break and close below 98.95 for some put entries to the EMA, which is about a $3 opportunity, right? I believe that's going to happen in one day. So we just want to wait to see which day that is. Another scenario is that we could get a bounce, right? We could get some sort of support. People are excited starting the week off. Some positive news comes in and it bounces up, but I don't believe that the downside has been exhausted yet. I feel like there's still plenty of room and these gaps want to get filled. I think once these gaps get filled, because there's so many across the market, that's when we would have found our bottom or support, and then we'll really see if stocks want to go up. I know everybody's kind of like in limbo right now. We don't really know if it's a true bullish market that we're getting ready to continue or if we're getting ready to change directions. But this week is really going to, tie all of that together for us and let us know what's happening. So those are my three picks: Palantir, CRM, Shopify. All right, so that wraps up this week's lunch menu. I hope you guys eat this week. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.